Here we go. Here we go. It's Wednesday. Top of the morning. Yeah, you probably don't want to get out of bed. But I'm here for you. Yes, I am. I'm here for you. I'm here to uplift you. Here to make you laugh. Here to make you cry. No, I'm not going to make you cry. Unless you really want me to, bro. See this? I'll give you a knuckle sandwich, man. No. I am Carlos Alberto Navarro. For those who don't know, who have stumbled across this live stream, thank you. Number one, I want to thank you. I truly want to thank you. And how do I thank you? Well, my goal of thanking you. Yo, what's up, Julie? My goal of thanking you is by providing stellar entertainment. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, podcast media. Two awesome people that I truly enjoy seeing in the morning. There's Christopher. This is the part where we all kind of get together and we pull up to the old, the water cooler. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, podcast. Good morning, Johnny. You know, because people are still walking in the door. You know, I want to make sure my levels are right. Julie, you're my audio tech from far. How are my levels? Oh my God, is Alina Soto here? Ladies and gentlemen, Alina Soto is in the house. Good to see you, Alina. It's Wednesday, but I feel like it's a Friday. Oh, what is up, Cap Studios? One of the dopest designers in all of the land. Shout out to Rachel. And everybody conversate with each other because I'm feeling good. And I hope you are too. It is top of the morning. And what do we do at top of the morning? Well, it's really just gotten started. This is the second week that we have officially announced it. So thank you for everybody who has stopped by. I've been excited to do it all week. We got another one on Friday. And top of the morning, some comedy, some characters, some craziness. But most of all, it's that little shot of energy that you need in the morning. And we're going to talk about a lot of different things today. We're going to talk about film producer John Landau, who I was fortunate enough to meet. He recently passed away. We're going to talk about The Boys. Amazing, amazing show. That is probably the craziest show I've ever seen on TV. Okay. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about just like how to deal with decisions. All right, anybody have trouble dealing with decisions? Right there, if you ever have, like, you can't make the decision, you can't make the call, or when you do make the call, you feel like you made the bad call. I got a couple tips on how we can, all make a little bit better decisions. This show is brought to you by Kaufman and Lynn, whenyouneedus.com. Wonderful, wonderful people over there. Very, very grateful that they've come on board as well. Now, I am going to do one little share at the top here. So, we are live, and I would love for you to share that to all your friends on social media. I will not bother you with this again because we're going to get right into the stuff. But the only way the world finds out about good old top of the morning is by you. That's right, you sharing it. So right now I'm going to my personal Facebook page. Hello. We are live. And one day when I have a crack staff of producers all around, I'll have them do this. But for now, this is what it is. So how about let's start with little motivational monologue. All right. And for those who are in here right now, let me pop in here. Top of the morning to you, Nancy. Top of the morning to you, Carlitos. All right. Now, motivational monologue. I hope. Oh, is Charlene popping in here too? Good to see you, Charlene. Thank you guys all for jumping in here on this fantastic Wednesday morning. Now, so we have a lot of things in this day and age that we have to do. And one of those things that we have to do is, here we go. Let me get my little motivational bed here. I don't know if you guys. Oh, yeah. You hear my dog barking too? What's up, Big Shared Alina in the house. Yeah, I got my music back. Hey, Alan Bear, be quiet. Try to do top of the morning. My gosh, these dogs and kids, they don't understand. We're trying to do a damn show. All right. Listen, folks. I know you may be stressed out over the weekend. You know, you had the weekend, you get done. Now we're on Wednesday, you're looking back, now you're looking towards the weekend. You've done a lot of things. And then some of the decisions and the things that you did, you're like, why did I do that? I'll tell you why you did that. One word, okay? One word. And that word is, what? That's right. Next time you're about to make a big decision in your life, you need to think of Little John. Yeah! That's right, with his dreads. Maybe you can think all the way back when he was super crunk. And you got to think about what he has done his whole life. Is scream the word, what? And in the midst of that, he's made some pretty damn good decisions. Man is a multi-millionaire. The songs that we love, from the window to the wall, to the sweat drop down. Yeah, that's the words. To the sweat drop down my balls. And this man is now taking it to another level, and I hope to meet him one day. Because I'll say, hey man, you know what? My name is Carlos Navarro. I am an entertainer, I'm a comedian, I'm an actor, and I'm a motivational speaker. And one of the things I like to share with people is to use the word what when you are about to make a big decision in life. Don't just say what. It's an acronym. And for those who don't know what an acronym is, ready? It's when each one of the letters explains something. Yeah. You're learning stuff. You didn't realize that today. So what stands for weak, hungry, angry, tired? That's weak, hungry, angry, tired. All right. Now, what does that mean to you? That means that the next time you're like, all right, I'm going to go run into my boss's office and tell them about their ass. The next time you're about to go, buy a house and you want to make a rash decision. The next time you're going to go just pretty much do anything, say what? Weak, hungry, angry, tired. Am I weak, hungry, angry, or tired right now? And the worst decisions I've ever made in my life, I've been one of those things. I've probably been weak from being tired, from partying, from this is back in the day, or maybe just weak from working all day, or maybe just weak because I got kids and I got to take care of them. And then I'm trying to figure out my entire life, my bills, my future at 9:30 at night when us old people get tired, and then the world feels so sad. Don't do that. You're weak. You're tired. No. Get some sleep. Which, by the way, isn't it crazy that in every single language, in order to make a decision, they say, sleep on it. That's a term in every language. So that means you want to rest. You want to take some time with that decision. And then you can logically make that decision moving forward. Weak, hungry, angry, tired. What? You'll never forget it now. Hungry. Ooh, that's me. If you want to see Carlitos Navarro in a bad mood, don't feed me, bro. Don't feed me, bro. That's right. You don't feed me, you might get a one in those. You might get the angry badger on you. That's the angry badger, bro. If I don't eat, I'm a son of a bitch. If I don't eat, I'm not a good person, okay? I'm a dastardly devil. Now, it doesn't happen all the time because I kind of eat a lot, okay? But I realized that later on in life. I was like, damn, I was being mean to all those people because I was hungry. You're probably the same way. It's called hypoglycemia, I think. I think. All right, so that's hungry. So boom. So you don't make great decisions when you go to the grocery store and you're hungry. You stop and you're like, you know what? I only live one life. I'm getting the 12-pack of toaster strudels, getting all the ramen, getting this. If you're not hungry at the grocery store, you're like, you know what? I'm going to get some rice cakes. That'd be good. All right, so we're weak, done. Hungry, boom. We're not going to make decisions on that. Angry. Oh, boy. Woo! Angry. You definitely don't want to make decisions when you're angry. And here are the decisions you make when you're angry. As I sip my delicious water and shout out to my trusted bro mug. Look at that. Now, obviously, when you're angry, you can make a rash decision to boom, and I've done that before in my life, and I've regretted it. And then most of the time when you're angry, you end up saying something you regret later. And it still happens to this day. Not all the time. It used to happen way less when I was kind of like, man, whatever, man. I don't care what people think, YOLO. You care what people think. Ultimately, you care what your kids think. You care what people you love think about you. You might not care what all the douchebags think about you. But if you're angry, and this happened to me about 3 months ago. I was in a room. Somebody was yelling at me, boy. Woo! Yelling at me. And I wanted to go off on this dude. And I could have. I had every right to. I could have said some horrible things. He was saying horrible things to me. And I was like, because of boxing, staying focused, staying, calm in the midst of something, I was able to stay cool while I was watching this dude freak out. I'm like, and later on, that person regretted it. They apologized. They said ridiculous things. You may be in that state right now. I've been in that state where I was so angry, I was so mad, and for whatever reason, ego. And I really messed up a lot of relationships. I messed up some situations. My point is this. Reacting and making a decision when you're angry, oh my God, it's never going to be good unless you're a cage fighter. And even then, it's not good. So, right now, you're probably thinking of somebody that lives in this world. Weak, hungry, angry. Weak? Well, maybe not hungry, because maybe they eat a lot. Maybe they're fat, whatever. I don't know. But they're angry, and then they're tired. The angry thing is easy. You're about to get in a situation with somebody who's angry. Hey, you know what? We're upset right now. Why don't you give us some time? Don't make that decision then. Just sometimes you say things you can never go back from, man. You can never go back from. You think about it. Take 10 seconds. If that's too much, you're still hyped up, take 10 minutes. If that's too much, and I've been there, 10 minutes, no, man, I'm angry, I'm still hyped up. Yo, take the day. It's not worth it to risk something over a moment. All right, so we covered the first three, and then it's tired. Last one. This is where we're all at, man. This is where we're all at. If you got kids, if you have a life that you're trying to hustle and make it, you're probably tired. You got these devices that are going off every 10 seconds. You're laying in the bed with them. You got your headphones on. I'm as guilty as you. So you're tired. And then sometimes if you haven't recuperated the tiredness in the sense of you're not tired anymore, you got some rest, and then you realize it, you're like, whoa, I feel good. You ever feel that? Some people never feel that difference. So you're just in this constant state of weak, hungry, angry, tired. Take some time for yourself today. I know you may be busy. I know you may be, stressed out, but I'm telling you, this is the solution. This is the solution. Take 5 minutes for yourself today. I don't care if you're broke. I don't care if you don't have a big house. I don't care if you don't have anywhere to go. Walk around a lake. Talk to a friend. Recuperate some energy and take a 15-minute nap. You're worth it. Life is too short to be walking around weak, hungry, angry, and tired. This is the message I want to pass on to you today. When you're going to make a decision, any one of those things, if you're exceeding in any one of those things, take a chill pill, baby, and relax and make the decision the next day. I hope that connected with you. Let's go to the phones. Haha, no phones, but we do have comments. Let's jump in here. What were you guys think? What did you think of that? What did you connect with? Weak, hungry, angry, tired. If you're any one of those things, let's go to the comments. Julie, putting what in my notebook? That's right, girl. You know what? You got to get that notebook. We're going to coming out with the To the Top notebook here soon. It's going to be awesome. The amazing thing about it is it's a notebook. That's really it. Just kidding. You'll see. It's cool. Shout out to Rachel. So true. Carlos. Good morning to Tanya. All right. Here we go. True, Carlos. I buy all the sweets when I'm hungry at the grocery store. This is true. I'm bad. Because I live in this, I'm trying to not spend as much money. And then I'm like, you know what? You only live once. And I live there. So that's not good. But but then I get home and I'm like, why did I buy this? Oh, yeah, I was hungry. He was my brother's son, passed away. I'm sorry, Charles and Danielle. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Rest is necessary, and I can't do anything when I'm hungry. Alina, I am right there with you. And you got a good-looking husband. What's up? Is that me? Are we in the middle of some Colombian mountainside? Are we picking coffee beans and then sipping them over a slow pour? Alina, are we living a different life? He keeps the little gray shades, though. I like that. Shout out to Alina. All right. Here we go. Depression doesn't need to connect to rude and disrespect. TC. I agree. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. There was some. My son has depression, and when he gets angry, he says really horrible things to you. Yo, shout out to Eddie. You don't deserve that shit. I'm telling you right now. Your son says some nasty shit to you, Tanya. You don't deserve that shit. If I had a son, and I'll say it right, my daughter has never said some nasty shit. I will rectify that shit quickly. I'm sure your husband does too. But that pisses me off. When you're a great mother, when you do things and then a kid is being disrespectful for you, it's like, get the hell out of here, man. You have no idea what we do for you guys. I'm speaking on behalf of all the parents. I'm not speaking for my kid. My kid is very grateful. At times, don't worry. They're here with them. So I'm sorry to hear that. My suggestion is try to find a way to get him into something physically active. Okay, Tanya? I don't know what that is. But there's something in him. I think he was into video games. That doesn't get enough energy out. Plain and simple. If you have kids and you see them, they play a lot of video games. I'm not against video games. I worked for EA Sports for many years. I love video games. But if they're playing a lot of video games, they're not getting that energy out. And it's building within them. Okay? That mind that it takes to do those video games and play it at that level has a lot of energy. And has to go somewhere. So if you can find an outlet, a physical outlet, for me it's boxing and it's weights and it's running around with my kids and softball, so I get that out. So I highly suggest that for your son. But top of the morning to you, Lisa Weber. Top of the morning to you. And Michelle, I like Michelle. Michelle, I got to tell you, you're a beautiful lady, but I don't like that picture. It's very serious, Michelle, and I don't think you're that type of woman. I think you're a serious woman. Obviously, I can see. But I think you like to laugh, and if that's Michelle, listen. Or maybe on that day you were like, don't F with me. Maybe you were. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Either way, we welcome you, Michelle. Let's see here. Tired, Los. When I'm tired, I get snippy. Oh, yeah. See me around. Notebooks are my weakness. Well, I get it. I love that. This is so true, Veronica. That 9 p.m. parent tired makes me take a few steps back and breathe. Veronica, you ready? There's something different about a 9 o'clock that when I could be dad of the year all day long. 9 o'clock rolls around, and I realize to myself that I haven't had a moment. And this still, look, as your kids get older, you definitely don't have this as much, right? But when they're young and you have two, I'm like, yo, I haven't had a second to myself all day. And I'm like, I just want to watch a show and rest. Does everybody feel that way? I don't know. I think so if you're... Hungry equals hangry. Michelle, every time I pull up that picture, though, you look hangry. And maybe you're not. Uh-oh. Your husband's a Tony Montana. I like that. Oh, shout out to Joanna. Yo, what's up, Joanna? Let me thank you for that, Joanna. Let's give a little love. Let's get because maybe, good morning. Let's not do that one. Let's see. Let's have a little island fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're in the islands. What is it about the islands that just makes you want to get in a good mood? So that's what I think I was trying to convey. Let's get in a good mood this morning. Picture yourself with a little pina colada going to work. Okay, maybe you get fired. Okay, it's a virgin pina colada. Walk in with that. It's still weird because you work a construction job and they're like, hey, Bill, get to goddamn work. But either way, Joanne, you motivated me to change the music. Ladies and gentlemen, top of the morning. Top of the morning to Megan Navarro. My God. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the star of episode 4 of To the Top show. I'm telling you right now, the new To the Top show that comes out this Thursday is so effing funny. Miguel Colon Jr., starring Miguel Colon Jr., starring Megan Navarro, starring Tony Mother effing Tigerson, historic game show host. I'm going to do the trailer for To the Top right now. No, that's it. God damn it, that's not it. It's in the world bed. Here it is. Oh, no, that's not it either. That's old-timey. Which one do you guys want me to do? Old-timey? Oh, no, okay, this one's good. Okay, ready? All right, here we go. In a world where a young boy wanted to make a comedy universe of crazy characters that all connected into one funny show. That is the To the Top show. Thursday, 5 p.m., I hope. You will see Tony Tigerson in all his sexist, erotic, and disgusting ways. As well as Megan Navarro. On the next episode of To the Top. That's right, folks. No old-timey newsmen will be on this next episode, but you may see them in the next one. That's right, To the Top show premieres episode 4 on the To the Top network. Thank you very much. Now, let's see here. Who else is in here? Man, Megan, it's so good to see you in here, sweetheart. So good to see you. Let's, all right. Man, it's so good to see everybody in here. Good morning. Everybody's saying good morning to Meg. Let's get a little good morning, Meg. Can't wait. Hi, Julie. What's up, Derek? Derek, are those your kids, right? Derek and I talk softball. A lot of people I've never met in real life, and I literally talk to them through I like the island fun, a little bit more fun, right? And a little bit more fun. Isn't this a little more fun? Ran out of coffee 2 days in a row. Had to go to old Dunkin'. Let's get Dunkin' sponsorship, right? Okay, I finished the first kind of deal with what? How about some likes and shares? So I sip my coffee. As I sip my coffee, I would like some likes and shares. If you drink some coffee, then you drink it me right there. Oh, just bounced up my nose. Oh my God. All right. Oh, Rachel, thank you. News-timey guy. Hey, check this out, guys. God dang it, I don't have the ability to pull up the website, but if you go to tothetopneverstop.com, you can see the comedy verse is getting built out, so you can see all the different characters and how they intertwine. So that's the show, right? We're intertwining all these different characters. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Good podcast media. Make sure you want to say good morning, Megan. Those are your kids. That's what I heard too. They look like ballers. Shot callers. She looks like, I can already tell she's a great softball player. Oh, I've met her before. Now I remember her. She's very nice. How can I forget? She has cool red hair. I wish I had cool red hair. Now I'm totally connecting the two. We've chatted several times in person. All right, cool. So let's move on. Man, I wish I would have gotten the music for this. But this, sometimes it's weird, man. It's like, I'm just gonna put some daydreaming. Let's see, because it's not a sad story. Let's see, y'all feeling this? Yeah, I'm feeling this. Yeah, I'm feeling this. All right, cool. Yeah, she spoke to. Aw, Megan says hi, podcast. Look at that beautiful woman. Don't we make a good couple? Look. I want to kiss you, Megan. I want to kiss you. All right. Yeah, this is good music for that. Okay. So, man, oh man, this was crazy. So, there's a couple different things that I always think about when I think of this show I worked on called Bloodline. And you guys watch the show? It's on Netflix right now. It's a fantastic show. I was lucky enough to play like a baby Scarface on it. Yeah. So if you go watch it, it is definitely an awesome show. Unfortunately, because of the tax credits being cut from Florida for several reasons, we don't get it anymore. Anyway, still on there. You should watch it. It's good. I did 3 episodes, and they were all at the end of the season. But I worked a lot on it. So when I mean I worked a lot, it's worked weeks on it. So when you work weeks on a show, you basically kind of live in that city. You stay there. And it was shot in the Keys. It's about a family in the Keys that has a very scrupulous past, and so essentially, it's kind of the story of their life, and it's really, really good. Anyway, I don't play anybody that lives in the Keys. I play this Cuban guy. God, I can't remember his name right now. Damn it, I can't remember his name. But and he had a tattoo on his neck. And this is really where I should have some images. Anyway, Rachel, you know what? I'm going to pop that on there. Why? Carlos steals the show in one scene, I must say. It's really funny. There's a scene in a strip club where I'm like fighting people and I'm cutting everybody up. And Derek, shout out to Derek Russo, who's this great actor who's in a bunch of movies right now. He's a massive dude, 6'6", jacked. He plays the bodyguard that I like knock out. And like in real life, the guy would like pick me up and like throw me. But anyway, I'm being kind of comical up front because truly it is. So I watched Read Variety and Hollywood Reporter, and then something caught my eye, and it was the passing of John Landau. Hello, Mateo. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. It does, Mateo. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to Megan Navarro. She's able to. This is many of you are not able to do this, to comment on the show and then be part of the show.
And then show up.
Say hello.
Top of the morning. Good
Top of the morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm still in my jammies, no makeup. Good morning.
It's all good. So you're updating me. I thought something was wrong with the audio.
No.
I'm glad.
I typed into Google Carlos Navarro Bloodline character, and this is what I gave.
I love when I Google myself and things come up.
It is pretty fancy.
Right?
Okay, goodbye.
Love
Have
you.
a good day, everyone.
Hey, tell them about To the Top tomorrow.
To the Top tomorrow. It's going to be epic. Carlos made me look like a fool.
She crushed it.
We watched it last night. Crazy. It's going to be so good. Like it's a roller coaster. And
tell Michelle
this jammy is from TJ Maxx. And it's so cute. Or Marshall's, one of the two.
Our numbers go up when you show up. Our numbers go up when they see a beautiful lady. Bald ass dude to like skip. Tell Michelle she needs a new picture. That I think she looks great. She looks beautiful, but it's too serious for Michelle.
Maybe she wants to look serious and sassy.
There's no sass there. It's very stern.
No, she's like, don't F with me. I like it.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying.
Oh my God! Now you're gonna make Michelle change it.
Yes, I just want a little.
If you're critical of that.
No, I won't be. Okay, keep it, Michelle.
Yeah.
She says. Oh,
I know that's what I just said. Michelle, if you like it, don't listen to him.
You're right. Don't listen to me.
He posts a lot of pictures I don't like of him. So.
It's true. I have no filter, and Michelle says, "Thank you, Meg."
It's hot in here. Okay.
It is. Because I get it going. I get it going in here.
But really, tomorrow, what time did you say? God willing, it'll be out
5
at
p.m.
5. We'll see. But fingers crossed. But regardless, make sure you watch it. It's epic. Miguel is hilarious. It's really cool that Carlos is doing it. It's shot so well. Thank you, Iron Pixel Studios.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to... Oh, you know what? Look at this. Shout out to Jen for hooking us up, for having us nice and prepared. Where is it at? Shout out to... of course, now I don't have it.
So
Literally. Oh, there it is. Shout out to
Wow.
Iron Pixel. Look at that. Let me get that. Sorry, no offense, Michelle, but I got to get that on there. Okay.
Iron Pixel is such a cool place. It was so fun to shoot there that day. And they're just such pros. Like, you obviously have the talent and it's all in your head, but they really help make it come to life. It's awesome. So
I know. I
tune
agree.
in.
I can't wait.
We're gonna do To the Top after show that evening with Meglo. So we'll talk about like the behind the scenes and what we thought of coming up with this whole thing. And you guys can tell us what you think.
Thank you, love. You gonna work?
Yes.
Hey, why don't you go to work? Why don't you take your ass to work?
I gotta work.
How about you go make some money while I do my little show here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Gotta make the money right
Hey,
now,
right.
honey.
I just like messing with this shit. God, always telling me about my characters. All right. So, you know what's kind of funny? Megan didn't know this story. I don't think that I'm about to tell you guys, but it's like very consequential in my life. She's heard it in other regards. She reminded me the other day of how many times I tell the story that I graduated at 17 years old, like I'm some sort of Dookie Howser. If anybody laughed at that, you're my friend. All right. So, let's get back to the story. Thank you, Charles and Danielle. All right. I like that, Alina. Sexy cubano ahí, chico. Todo chico con ahí, soto. Oye, chica, tú no tienes... Oye, Alina, este es muy handsome. Este está handsome. Este con los espejuelos. All right, get back to your story, Carlos. Get back to your story. Last one, Rosario. Time to take a drink because I talk a lot. Oh, man, and my wife makes me this smoothie. Oh, my God. So good. All right. The time is 2017, 18 maybe? I don't even remember, to be honest. But I'm filming the show Bloodline. I'm one of the drug dealers on this show. We come over from Cuba, which is so... gotta be honest, I had an issue with it. Gotta be honest, but it would have totally messed up my role. So I kept my mouth shut. You're not getting Cuban drug dealers, guys. The drug dealers are coming from Colombia. The drug dealers are coming from Mexico. The drug dealers are coming from Panama. The drug dealers they're not coming from Cuba. They're not. Okay? But, hey, if I happen to tell them that I am, then they go, oh, sorry. We need to go get a Colombian. I said, no, chico, yo soy colombiano también. I'd say I was Cuban, okay? What's the name of the film? It's actually a show called Bloodline. And it's on Netflix right now. It's fantastic. Really, anybody who watches it likes good TV, you'll enjoy it. So, when you shoot a show, essentially this is, you get, hey, whether you shoot one day or you shoot 100 days. Every night you get a call sheet, and the call sheet lists all the actors, the crew, what time you need to be there, any special instructions, and then also what are the scenes for that day. And of course, E Fresh Rocks is here. Get out of here. He's gonna be here. That's the man right there. And so I look on the call sheet, boom, and it says a house in the Keys. And then somebody mentions me, hey, this is the most expensive house in Florida. I was like, what? And I loved one of the things that I loved about shooting shows, and this was with The Walking Dead, it doesn't matter that I get to go to different locations. And Hawkeye was in the middle of Times Square at 3 a.m. shooting a show. It was just unbelievable. And in Georgia, we'd be filming in these beautiful, gigantic acres and acres of land, and just beautiful, it's just crazy. And then even on Georgia Mountain, I don't know, it's just, I love the locations and what they're able to build and do, right? And so the location was the most beautiful house. And you know what? I should pull it up, guys. I wonder if I could do that in the midst of this. Would you guys allow me to do this? Because it's really worth seeing. Let's see if I can pull it up. So obviously I'm driving there. The Keys is an interesting place because actually this picture does not do it justice. The Keys an interesting place because you got it one way in, one way out. And you essentially, everybody knows everybody. That's kind of was the kind of gimmick of the show. And so I was able to get to this house kind of easy. And I'm going to add it in now so you can see it because it's a dope house, man. My gosh. Check this out. I can't do this. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Boom. All right. So that is the home that we were told to go to. It was at night. At night, it's even more beautiful. That deck there it's just like a mile. The dock. It is the most gorgeous home I'd ever seen in my life, and I was there to meet Beau Bridges. I know, my life is weird. He was playing the big wholesale drug dealer, okay? And I was one of his new guys that came in from Cuba who was a hitman who was able to take care of business. And so we go to this house, and so these scenes were shot there at this house, and it was at the end of my run of Bloodline. It was my last day of shooting Bloodline. Now, coincidentally, I was also very sick. I had hyperthyroidism. I had lost about 20 pounds. When I got back, people had thought I was on drugs, and my wife was like, what is it? Because I was gone for a while. And so anyway, that has nothing to kind of do with the story, a little bit to do with the story. I'm at this house, and they're like, yeah, we're not shooting yet, and we'll walk, and so I'm with my boys. Shout out to Josue and shout out to Charlie. Two great guys I got to work with. Another thing I love about acting. Another reason AI won't take over full productions. Another reason you want to get into acting, even if you don't want to plan on making any money from it, is that you get to meet really cool people. Josue and Charlie were my guys. Like, I get linked up with teams, and I love working together with people. It's one of my strengths. And if you notice, my acting has always been, I've kind of been with like a ragtag group, and I love it. And so with Bloodline, it was Josue and Charlie. And Josue was playing, I won't give it away, but he was kind of, Charlie was the leader, and then I was like the henchman, their hitman. And anyway, so we got to hang out a lot together. It was really fun. And one of the things that we did, we were like, oh my God, we couldn't believe it. We were walking around what I think it was like $19 million home. And as I'm walking around, and this is at like 10 o'clock at night, I'm walking around and I'm dressed, now mind you, and maybe I can find a picture of me, because you got to see what I look like on Bloodline, because I look like a maniac, and there's a reason I look like a maniac. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. I'll show this. Let's see if I can share this. Do you guys like this, that I'm able to do this? Kind of cool, right? Kind of cool. All right, boom. So what I look like in, and I got my guys here. Hell yeah. Shout out to my dudes. Check this out. So that's me on Bloodline. Look at that neck tattoo. Oh, man. So I got the neck tattoo. Shout out to Charlie and Josue and Norbert. That is an amazing talent right there. And anyway, I look like that, and I'm walking around this house at 10 o'clock at night, and I look in the window, and what do I see? This gigantic statue of Avatar, of one of the lead Avatar. I'm like, whoa, this must be the biggest Avatar collector in the world. Holy shit. And it was a beautiful statue, right? And then as I walk around, and I'm like, hey man, the person who lives here is James Cameron's personal producer. They produced Avatar. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh my, I'm like freaking out. And then his name is John Landau. Now the name was like Landau immediately. I don't know if you guys, when like the second you heard the name John Landau, you're like, wow, yeah, I have heard that. And so then I turn, and I'm kind of shortening it up because it was a long night. And who do I see? John Landau. Hey guys, him and his wife walking in. Hey, to the whole crew, to the cast. Hey guys, welcome to my home. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He walks over to you. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, you guys are wonderful. Welcome to my home. And I'm like, this is the most beautiful home. I was like, thank you so much. So kind. Like you walked into a mom and pop shop, that was selling you biscuits. Like you walked into your grandma's house or grandpa's house and he said, hey, come on in. John Landau, probably worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You got to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars to have the most expensive house. And he was welcoming us. No, oh, you're thinking, that's his dad, I think. I think you're thinking of somebody else, Rachel. I'm going to get to your comments in a second here because I really want to know what you guys think about this too. But you'll love this part. So I'm Chatty Cathy. We start talking it up. I'm like, man, this is amazing. He goes, and we got each other's names and Carlos is just amazing, man. And this is what really stuck with me. You think that people, when they get to a certain level, that they forget who they are, and some do. And I think if you lean into the wealth, you lean into the excess, where that becomes more to you than the moment you have with your family or yourself, right? That's when you go Drake style. I don't know why I'm taking a cheap shot at Drake. I don't know why I'm doing that. Drake's like, God's plan. Screw you, Carlos. So, but that hasn't been the case for me. I don't know why. I've really seen a lot of people that have reached huge levels of success that have been very kind and humble. More so than unhumble. Back to Kendrick. Who knew I'd go back to Kendrick? Okay, so he goes, Carlos, and we're looking at his hot tub. Now, mind you, his hot tub looked like a full-length pool. It had so many amazing... I was just like, that's a hot tub I could live in there. Like, just give me a little roof, and we could cook in there. We could make little meats and eat cheeses. And he goes, Carlos, man, so many times, my wife and I sit right here, and we look at each other, and we're just so grateful. We're just so grateful that we're here, and we just take it in every night. And I don't know, that just stuck with me. And I realized that's the secret to success. That is success. How many times you hear the damn story of the movie producer, of the star that has it all, of the athlete, and they need more. Instead of just being grateful for the moment, which is something we can all do. And I was like, damn. And I'm already trying to be a grateful person. And maybe that's what this story is for today. To remind myself to be grateful. But he was grateful in the moment and enjoying it, making the biggest. And when you make those movies, think about working with James Cameron. Like he hasn't been through some stress. James Cameron is arguably one of the most difficult filmmakers ever to work with. So to make those hits and the list of movies this guy's made. I mean, it goes on and on. Like I said, guys, life is a funny thing. He passed. And unfortunately, a lot of people are going to see this and they're not going to know who this guy was. And they're going to, another movie producer. He seemed like a really good dude. Rest in peace, John Landau. Rest in peace. Now, what did you guys think about that story? Let me know. Let's hear from you. Cool picks. Thanks. Yeah, I'll be having more of those picks. You know what? Let's do a little Mariachi Madness and go over. What we got going on here? Let me take a little sip. What did you guys think? Avatar fans? Do you have trouble being grateful in the moment? You realize gratefulness is just a little perception, right? I'm back to eating Pop-Tarts, by the way. Brown sugar Pop-Tarts. I think they're fantastic. I go through stages. All right. So, let's see what you guys got going on. Oh, yeah, that guy. John was a talent. That's right. Tom Hanks is a good dude. I agree. My daughter recently worked with very famous celebs who are so humble. Alina, I really haven't encountered too many dickhead celebrities. The most douches I've met have been in radio by a mile. Not even close. JP in the house. Imagine making Titanic with James Cameron. Shout out to Landow, he did. And Avatar. These movies took 10 years to make. Now it's time for a blueberry break. Why are blueberries important? Well, let me tell you. Blueberries have antioxidants. Oh, God, I dropped them. Dogs can eat them, though, so my dog will eat them. Eat fresh rocks. I'm telling you right now, bro. The Guardians ride at, Megan and I went on it. What the hell? Is it Epcot? Yo, that ride beats it. I'm not a like, Avatar ride is cool, but I'm just like, the simulators. Give me a roller coaster. Yo, and the T-Rex roller coaster? Psh, that's better than Avatar. I ain't trying to be mad. Kevin and his lady in the picture. I love that picture. I love that picture. You guys in front of the old Icon Park, taking a moment. Brown sugar's the best one, JP says. I would agree. Sam B. Yeah, it was only a few days ago that he passed. That's what popped up there, Sam. That's what got me thinking about it. Rachel, I'm here to inform you of many things. I don't want to be the death angel. But shout out to Remy. You guys about to go to Animal Kingdom? Get out of here. Have some fun. Now, this is my second like and share break. If you like and share, I care. I even jump on there where your comments will appear. I will say thank you, whether it is here or there or on your underwear. I will not say there to your underwear. Well, that was a broke-ass Dr. Seuss meets No, it's just not good. Wasn't good. But have fun out there. I like that Remy's Round Table, Florida. I like that. I like your logo, Remy. Oh, man, water's good. Water is good. Thank you, Brainberries. Thank you. Cap Studio. Now, oh, you know what? Cap Studio and Remy, you guys should link up. Because Cap Studio designs some of the coolest, shout out to Kim, designs some of the coolest, basically, areas in all of theme parks. She worked for Disney for many years. So that's why I'm connecting you, Remy. She worked for Disney. She's done every million theme parks. She can tell you how these areas get designed. Connect. Boom. Haven't been on the new Penguin Trek yet. No, but I want to. Every time I see, I don't know if it's just the Orlando in me, but like every time a new theme park opens up a new ride and I haven't been on it first, I don't feel like a real like Orlando person, and I get mad. I'm like, shit, I can't believe I haven't been on Velocicoaster up until like a month ago. I still haven't been on one of them. One of the other Harry Potter ones, maybe. I don't know. Well, shout out to Flats, and I love your logo. I never knew it was that little yoga like that. You've been eating the shit out of cherries lately. Huh. Yeah, I would say best ride in Animal Kingdom. Yeah, we can go there. We're about to talk about The Boys, okay? And if you haven't watched The Boys, it is outlandish. I'm taking a second little break here. And please, take a moment. This is the part where we all connect. Ready? Kaufman and Lynn. All right, I should do like a serious commercial for Kaufman and Lynn, though, right? Wouldn't that be better? Right? All right, let me get some serious music, guys, going. Let me get some serious music. Hold on a second. No. Here we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is it. Kaufman and Lynn is here. Because we love Kaufman and they're there for you. Kaufman and Lynn, personal injury attorneys. They will get some money for you if you're injured. Yeah. Kaufman and Lynn. Seriously. They're obsessed with helping you. Jeffrey Kaufman, you call at 3 in the morning, he's going to pick up. He's going to have somebody else pick up. You can want to text him, whenyouneedus.com. Jeffrey Kaufman loves being a lawyer. Craig Lynn is a giant man as well. Their staff is awesome. They'll get to you. Their phone number is 407-706-3535. That's 407-706-3535. See, I'm trying to do things different, guys. Try to do things different, not trying to do boring ass reads that sound exactly the same every single time. Woo! No, I'm trying to bring you something new. So that's why you need to go to Kaufman and Lynn, whenyouneedus.com. And seriously, say you heard it on Top of the Morning. Or I'll give you a knuckle sandwich. And then you'll sue me with them. And then it all works that way. Hi, Jan. Hi, Rami. All right, you haven't watched any of season 3, right? I hope Jeff loves that commercial. A lot of people do. All right, so let's move on to The Boys. And how many of you watch The Boys right now? All right, I'm gonna get different music. That's not Boys music. Boys is rock. There we go. That's Boys. All right, let's do a quick roll call. How many people watching The Boys? Rachel. Good. Tanya. It is one of the most popular shows. So, I think you're saying love the boys, Alan. But you said, love the bees. I love the bees. I love the bees. You love the bees? Yeah, I love the bees too. Look, leave the bees alone. They don't know. They like boys sometimes, they like girls. Leave them alone. I love the bees. I know that's not what you're talking about, but kind of funny. Better be on the list. Oh, so a lot of people watch The Boys. Okay, good. All right, good. So, The Boys, for those who don't know, I think it's 4th season. And this day and age, I think we all get tired of shows kind of quickly. Think of The Mandalorian season 1. And now, it is quality, right? Because, like, a show can continue to be good and we follow them. But that's more and more difficult in the ever-changing landscape of media because it's just so difficult to keep somebody's attention. That's why I'm glad that you're here with us, right? So, the fact is that The Boys, I think, is the craziest show I've ever seen on TV. They push every single limit from like, disgusting to literal social issues to what the actors are doing, and it's all living within this framework that makes it work, that makes it interesting, that makes it fun. I thought I wasn't going to be as into it, but it is based off of a comic, and it's about a group called the Boys who are basically trying to take down superheroes, because superheroes in this world, they're not good people. Some, they're okay, but most of them are sons of bitches. And they play on that, not just on the physical aspect of it, but the social aspects of it, and you know what you got to do if you were one of these supercharged human beings. And once again, I think they are doing kind of what True Blood was trying to do, which was kind of take on social civil rights issues a bit, and then it kind of went off the trail there a little bit. But I think The Boys has stayed on, and what they're doing now is they're kind of taking their take at politics, and they've done it all along, but they're really taking jabs at both sides. And the take on this is, imagine if Superman, who is Homelander, who is acting as phenomenal, and imagine if he just decided with his son, you know what? F this. I'm taking this bitch over. That's kind of what's happening, in the sense of where he was basically a corporate kind of superhero before being held within this. And now he's realized, I'm the most powerful human. I'm the most powerful thing in the world. Why am I listening to these little cockroaches? Okay? And a lot of people are upset because they feel they've either gone too far to the right or too far to the left to make fun of them. I don't give a shit. I just want good TV that makes fun of both sides. If you're a show, you make fun of both sides, okay, well, whatever. But if you're like, if you have an agenda, I don't think they have an agenda. I think they're taking a look at this, at what we are as society, and then playing upon that. And I mean, they take this last episode, they took a take on essentially what is Zack Snyder. I mean, they were aiming at Zack Snyder, and they made him look like this masochistic, freakish, tied up in chains and leather mask, and the actors themselves were going for it, man. There were some scenes in there I was like, man, I don't think I could do that as a I don't know if I would want to do it. And I know that's messed up, maybe as like the actor's code, but there's just some things I wouldn't do as an actor. Like if I book something and I'm having to like have hardcore sex with, like, obviously I know I'm not going to be having sex with them in a movie, but if there's this whole kind of thing where I'm doing a lot of sexual stuff, or if it's something, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, I just don't. This has nothing to do with the actors of The Boys, because that's totally separate. But I'm just kind of saying, like, there are limits that actors put upon themselves. And grossness, I don't think I would care. Even like vulgarity, but these actors are going for it. Sexual, physical, and it's paying off. It's paying off. It could come out as all busted looking. It could come out as not interesting, but they've really been able to get to this episode, which is episode 6, and keep the storyline and keep me intrigued and keep me guessing. The twist here on episode 6, I was like, what? Now, I'm not good at guessing those. I didn't guess the Sixth Sense thing at the end. I remember being in the movie theater and looking over, and everybody's like surprised. I was like, what? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Damn. Whoa. That was me. I don't know. Was that you? Anyway, you might have that happen to you in this next episode. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. I think it is. In this scene, there was sex. There was mutant farm animals blowing up. There was people jumping in the show, jumping into urethras. There's gigantic dildos. There's all these crazy freaking things that happen. I just said the most random things in a row. You got to watch this show. It's entertainment at its best. What do you guys think? What is the craziest show on TV right now? What is the craziest show on TV? What's the wildest show that when you watch, you're like, I can't believe I'm watching this? That's how I feel when I'm watching The Boys. What is that to you? Let's hear from our lovely people here. Get a little night driving going. Oh, yeah. I like night driving. This is a beat here. Boom. Let's go. I want to hear from you guys. Yeah, it is crazy, Tanya. Sometimes you got to fast forward a little bit. I don't ever fast forward. I like this, especially if there's boobs. I got to be honest. Hey, if I random boobs on a show I'm not expecting, hell yeah. It's like finding $20 in your pocket. Same. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find anything more. Boys is definitely the craziest show I've ever watched. Okay, cool. Because I'm watching, I'm like, this. Because I think, because they're on Amazon. Oh, by the way, they're on Amazon. Seth Rogen produced. I should pull up something. Might as well. Since I have this ability to. You can get a really good idea of this show by this picture here. I would love to be on the show. I'll be dead honest. Do not get me wrong. I would be on this show in a second. I've never auditioned for it. I think it's a Canada show, and a lot of acting basically works with regions. If you live in LA, you're probably going to get more of a pick amongst it all. But if you live in the South, like I do, you're going to get more Georgia shows. Boom. They're The Boys. Great cast. Great show. And so that's why usually, unless you get an agent that covers that area, you're not going to get an audition for it. So, Alan Showing was a great series on Hulu. I don't remember that one. Shout out to Travis. What's up, man? Hi, The Boys. We love The Boys. Yes, we love The Boys. We love The Boys. Ah, don't we love The Boys? We love the boys. Sarah Donald. How you doing, girl? Oh, you got a new picture. It's a new picture. You got yourself a little mask there. You got the gecko. I like seeing the bigger biopics. Thank you guys for liking and sharing this. Kimiko is so great. She's the heart of the show. Is she the heart of the show? I don't think she's the heart of the show. Rachel, I got to disagree with you there. I like Kimiko, but I think the heart of the show is Stewie, right? Yeah, maybe? Shogun. I want to see Shogun. Want to see that. Podcast Media, didn't you and Megan think about moving to LA at one time? There was some talks before we had our first daughter that we were going to move. Actually, with some friends, kind of, and they've been together for a long time. Huey. And I'm glad we didn't. I'm really glad we didn't. One of the biggest people that told me not to move to LA was Kevin Hart. I was good buddies with Kevin Hart when he was first coming up and coming, stand up, hilarious as hell. I was a young guy. He was a young guy. We went out and we partied. We had a good ass time. He did a show at the Improv. I went with to go see him, and we were chilling before the show. And I'd mentioned to him, this is right kind of when my acting was kind of getting a little bit going. And I was like, "Yo, man, I'm thinking about going to LA." And he's like, "What? No, Carlos, no. You don't go to LA until they ask you to come to LA." And I was like, ooh, that stuck with me. Because I was like, so many people I knew, I'll go to LA, Carlos. And he goes, let me tell you something right now. This is Kevin Hart telling me this, okay? When I first moved to LA, and I don't do a great Kevin Hart, okay? I'm not trying to say I do. But when I moved to LA, Carlos, I would go into castings. They would hand me the sides. I would be reading it. They would take the sides out of my hands. They would rip them. Say, you shouldn't be acting. You shouldn't be acting. Crazy. Kevin Hart, the most bankable movie star in the world. And the casting directors were telling him in LA, this isn't for you. Okay. And that stuck with me. I didn't move to LA. Thank God. Then Georgia blew up. And that's why I've been able to book and do. And I stayed. I'm really glad I stayed. I love my life. I love where I live in Florida. I love my home. I love my family. I don't know if I would have had that in LA. I probably would have had a different life in LA. What does that say? Carlos, your podcast is worth watching too on here. Thanks, Douglas. I think that's a compliment. I like your picture. You know, when I can see the pictures bigger. So this is going to be a podcast. I'm just getting the show going. And that way, then we'll get the podcast going. So thanks, man. Appreciate it. Wow. Did we do it, guys? Did we do it? I think we did it. We did a little motivational monologue. We did a little bit talking about the legendary John Landau. Now, didn't mention that we got tothetopneverstop.com. Go check out, get some shirts. Go check out the Comedy Verse. All the characters on there. All right. Do that. And subscribe to the newsletter. Because I hear Divisional Manager Craig Bradley took over the newsletter for tomorrow. So, actually today. You might get it today. So go sign up for that too. Really trying to build out something awesome for you guys. That's why I appreciate every single like, share, comment. Really, really appreciate it. What did we learn today on the show? Oh my gosh, that's News Junkie's thing. I was not trying to go into that. Shout out to News Junkie. Shout out to Sean. Nice dude, man. Message me. Good dude. I think today was a glorious day in the To the Top universe. Another fantastic top of the morning with wonderful people who have joined us. Oh, it's a lot shorter than I thought. So we'll go out with Mexico Madness. All right. Tell me one thing you're grateful for. Tell me one thing that you are grateful for. I am grateful for smoothies. Don't let anybody bother you today. Don't take any crap from people today. You don't need to. Unless they're your mommy or your daddy and you're under the age of 18, live your life. You don't have to be rude about it. But you also have to look at the person, the place, or the thing that's making you upset or telling you can't do it, frustrating you, taking your joy, because all you really have is the present moment, folks, is that present moment. And why, would you want to ruin having summer off with your kids? Megan, love the name. Enjoy that time with your kids. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Please take a moment to like and share this video with your friends if you've got something out of it. And if you didn't, well, this ain't the show for you, baby. But I do know one thing. Today will be a great day. Top of the morning. To the top. Never stop.